Well, one of the reasons I chose Vassar over certain other schools is that I felt like as a half Asian person, I would be a lot more accepted here.
Hi, my name is Xiao Xing, but I go by Jennifer because, you know, most of the people can't really pronounce my name. But I'm really shocked at how many people are willing to try to pronounce it, and they're doing a really good job. But now if I switch back to Xiao and they'll just get confused, say who is Xiao, and because you know how everybody knows me as Jennifer now.
I'm Sang-Yun Park. Yeah.
I'm Janet Kanzawa.
I'm originally from Beijing, China.
I'm from South Korea.
Tokyo, Japan.
I'm a junior.
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a freshman.
I'm an economics major.
I'm psych major.
International Studies and Philosophy. You know, before coming to Vassar, I would think people here, or you know, the Chinese people would form a little group, and maybe East Asians will form a little group. You see, you know, Chinese communities, they can just live in a U.S. college without really speaking English that much. So I thought maybe I'll just get into that group.
I expected people would act like the actors and actresses in the movies. But
we would think that white people wouldn't want to come up to us and hang out with us, but that makes us feel like we need to integrate into their culture more. So we see all these Chinese kids and don't really want to talk to other Chinese kids, and always, you know, trying to fit into other groups and find their own friends. And when they talk to us, sometimes we see they start to talking English and instead of our own languages.
it was really different. They were really friendly, and they were introducing new cultures and how they think and act in here in America.
Before I came to Vassar, I was very insecure, you know, very dependent. I didn't know what I wanted. I was always, you know, accommodating to other people's needs, and then putting my happiness second. Later throughout the years, being in Vassar, you know, I just feel doing all these things that happened, I was able to, you know, become more confident, you know, by finding stuff that works for me, and you know, sticking to those stuff that can be pillars in my life.
When I was young, I was growing old of what my life could mean to me.
I was in a lot of things because I just wanted to try out everything. But I just never thought those things were for me because I didn't feel that I liked them that much until I got into running. That I feel I have found something that I can do continue doing, you know, as a lifestyle almost. I'm on the field hockey team, and when we're not in season, I play intramural volleyball. And I'm in the Minstrels, which is an a cappella group. And I'm in a jazz combo, and I'm on the exec board for Global China Connection.
The Korean style karaoke, for instance, we used to do that a lot, and Korean style pool, but here we don't have. Obviously, we don't have it.
A cappella really isn't big in Japan at all, and I know in the States, pretty much every university has at least one group, and it's such a big deal here. They have the ICCAs, which is a nationwide competition and everything, and that's one of the main things I was excited for about coming to school in the States, because that's definitely something I wanted to participate in. Vassar just had all these opportunities for me that I'm really thankful for. When I talk to other Chinese people, half of the time I was speaking in English and half of the time I was speaking Chinese, depending on the subject. And sometimes when I hang out with Korean people, they will turn to me and say, "I'm sorry, right now I need to use like Korean for this specific topic. That like subject is impossible to describe in English. You know, that's how it is. And sometimes when I speak English for too long and I forget about like how to say some words in Chinese, so I have to make up for that in English. Yeah, so sometimes when I go home and talk to my parents, and I will feel a little bit of, you know, illiterate, that I've already forgotten so many Chinese words, though I've only been here for a while, you know.
For sure, I'm like I speak Korean because like it feels more familiar, like more friendly. And in terms of the frequency of interaction, I think I'm like I started on like a meeting with them very much, you know, when I first came here. But as the time went on, I ended up like you know decreasing the frequency of meetings with them. I don't know why it happened, but like I just ended up you know not meeting them as much as I did. I think it's because I'm like I made more American friends or other friends from Asia.
It's just really easy to connect with people who are from at least East Asia for me, because even though the cultures themselves, like Japan, China, Korea, whatever country, you know, they're very different when you compare them. When you think about being like someone from an East Asian country, like in America, I still feel some kind of connection to those people.
You see, you know, on the news, so much politics all the time, dealing with Korea, Japanese, like relation with China, and there are so many controversies all the time. But here, I just feel nothing of that matters. And when you talk to them, you know, in China they'll be like, Koreans are this. But when I go back home, I would defend them because I actually know a Korean person, and they are not like what you said. And politics does not matter. So I just feel I'm more of a global citizen. People back home compete for opportunities within their universities, and they have to compete for, you know, coming to the U.S. You know, there's some exponential growth of people wanting to come to the U.S. So, you know, every time we want to book an SAT center, you know, we have to be on the computer before the, you know, hours before the release date of that time. So, you know, it will be instantly booked, and for like TOEFL, other tests also. So like getting a spot is your first step to success in this issue. So I took it in Hong Kong because I was lucky, and some people didn't get that spot, had to go to Korea, and you know, they're just crazy.
Korea, there is no liberal arts college, so every university is like the research university you have in America. So what happens in most of the classrooms is there are many students, and I'm like just one professor, so like it's mostly professor lecturing to the students, and students are just taking notes, and there rarely are questions, because questions are not good for respecting, you know, in their words, and like respecting the professor, because you're supposed to just listen and then you know, understand what the professor is really saying.